So when we were planning this lesson and looking at the student work, there were a lot of misconceptions that she's already addressed in terms of kids looking at two numbers and simply adding them together and seeing the word more. So today what she's going to do is she's going to re-engage the kids on the first two tasks, the first two problems. Mm-hmm. And then after she's done that, she's going to give the kids their work back and see if they can go back and look at their mathematics on their own paper, as well as problems 3 and 4, which she's not going to address in the re-engagement at all, and see if they can use their critical thinking. And after looking at the work samples and discussing them, are they able to identify the process? In other words, is it an adding where we're trying to find a total? Is it a subtraction problem or identifying the difference? So can they identify the correct process? And then what strategies are they using to solve the problem, and are they using them correctly? So there's two big notions here. Is the process itself, are they able to identify addition, subtraction, difference? And then are they able to use their strategy effectively?
Are we allowed to talk to them?
Nope.
No, so let's go over the protocol really quickly for the observation, and then we'll go ahead and get started. So up in the left-hand corner, the box in the left-hand corner, we don't want to help the students and we don't want to interfere with the lesson in any way. We're going to want to collect data. So Tracy will talk about, she's picked out a couple of students she'd like us to focus on today based on her ongoing experience with these kids in the class, as well as some work samples that Tracy and I looked at together. And you can transcribe what the child is saying, the target student is saying, and also maybe, if you can, either the teacher comments or maybe the other student that the child is working with. We want to refrain from side conversation. It's tempting, and we want to respect just the classroom environment. And you're welcome to get up and be right next to the kids. They're used to it at this point by now. And also, the camera tends to disappear with the kids after a few minutes. And feel free to get right up close to them and write down what they're saying, look at their work. And then after the lesson, we're going to come back. We're going to talk about, she's going to debrief what she did, and then we're going to draw upon the data that you collected during the observation, with the big goals to study the impact of the lesson on student thinking, learning, and understanding, and to help improve the lesson developed by the lesson planning team, being Tracy and I for this particular lesson. So do you want to?
What I'm really interested in is actually hearing what their mutterings are, because there are a lot of things that we don't catch because, either we're working with a small group or this, that, or the other. But a lot of times students are looking at their work. I want to see if after this re-engagement lesson, they can take their work and go, okay, I tried it this way, but I noticed so-and-so did this, and I understand that. Let me see if I can rework this problem using either using their strategy or clarifying my own strategy, and then transferring that information to look at the last two problems. I'm interested in what they're saying to themselves as they work through that process. Do I have students who are like, okay, I'm just going to just do this, or what are they muttering under their breath or to their neighbor? That's really what I'm interested in, because those things that we don't catch could, what am I trying to say? Sometimes you can catch a lot if you just, get real close and just kind of listen to them process through. It's just another window that gives me access so I can address it in a whole class so that they don't feel uncomfortable and know that it's okay to have those thoughts.